But a monologue got to come from where? The heart, from the soul. Monologue is based on what you really, really feel. So y'all ready? Need y'all to get quiet. So. Dear Memphis community, why am I so concerned about your daughters getting pregnant? Why am I so concerned about her getting STDs or being a lesbian? Why do I spend nights wondering what can I do to help this young girl or this young mother? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Hey, are you asleep, Whitehaven? Are you asleep, North Memphis? Are you asleep, Germantown? Are you asleep, East Memphis, South Memphis, Baptist Church, Pentecostal Church? Is anybody awake? Why? Methodist Church, non-denominational church, Fairleigh High School, Booker T. Washington, Germantown High School. Why is it that I can't sleep? Why am I so concerned about your daughter? Are you asleep? Hey, did you sneak out last night? Hope you didn't lose your virginity last night. Your body is precious. Why am I so concerned about your daughter? Why is it that I can't sleep and everybody else can sleep? I see the poverty, the conditions of this city. I care because I lost my virginity. I care because I had an abortion. I care because I was sexually abused. Hey, is there anybody out there? Why is it that I can't sleep? I care because it's not just about a program. It's not just about churches coming together. It's not just about people coming together. It's about souls coming together. It's about being committed for the common cause. Hey, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Is anybody out there? Does anybody else care? Who can sleep when your community has a high crime rate? God, where are you? Young girl, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. Where are you? Where are you, Wooddale High School? Are you there? Where are you? Lord, take away the guilt and the shame. Church for me on Sunday, but guilt and shame for you on Monday. Is there anybody out there? Does anybody else care? Oh, I know you got problems. But her problems are so much more bigger than your problems. Does anybody care? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Why are you sleeping when I can't sleep? Do you care? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Maybe you just found out you're pregnant. Or you're being bullied by other girls in school. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. God, where are you? Does anybody care? Does anybody care? Does anybody care? Do you care enough to deny yourself? Does anybody care? It's not just a program, it's a lifeline. Does anybody care? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I can't sleep. Why do you sleep? Are you there? Community of Collierville? Are you there, Fayette County? Are you there? Does anybody care? Westwood community, where are you? Does anybody care? Maybe she just lost her virginity. Does anybody care? Why do I care? I care because I love you. I care because you make me who I am. Does anybody care? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Does anybody care? Is anybody concerned? Does anybody see what's going on? Yes, I care. Care if you're being persuaded to be a lesbian. I care. I care if you feel inadequate. I care. Does anybody care that you're hurting? Does anybody care that you don't have anybody to talk to? Does anybody care? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. I can't sleep. Can you? Does anybody care? Does anybody care? That's my monologue. That's what monologues are about. We've got a couple more people that are gonna come and demonstrate. You all can just keep sitting there. Come on, my next group.
Hey, my name is Caitlin Speed. In the years that I have lived on this earth, I struggled with a lot of things growing up. As I began to grow up and learn more and more about the real world, I think back over my life. When I sleep at night, I think back about the things that happened. When I wake up in the morning, I think back about the dream that I had last night. I thought about every other young girl that was happy, only because they had a father figure in their life. I realized when I go to bed, I have no one to rock me to sleep or to sit by my side and tell me that they love me but my mom. I sit there thinking, why isn't he here? Knowing that God is right by my side, but why don't I have a father figure, a physical father figure in my life? I sit up sometimes and cry about and think about the things that happened. I struggle with a lot of things. Just to get it off my chest, I may check people at times just to laugh. I know that I can achieve anything in life. I struggle at school sometimes with peer pressure, trying to live safe and then trying to do what my friends are doing. But I learned now that being a Christian and growing up and having a mother that's saved and sanctified, I know that I can live holy and still have the things that they have as well. Seeing other people have things that I want while everybody else is thinking she got it all, really when I don't. I think about the things in life sometimes and just sit there and wonder, why don't I have a father figure in my life? But now I realize that with God in my life and with my mom there by my side, I can achieve anything in life that I want to. I can be a doctor or that lawyer that you need. I am Caitlin Speed and I will achieve higher things in life.
Small, in a big world, Kojic rooted, sport riding, loved unconditionally, taught the best mannerisms, but we wear the mask. It's not an act, it's an instinct, or a coping mechanism, or a reaction maybe to the loss of a grandmother who once held my heart so dear, or a reaction to the loss of who I call Dad, the hero of my little battlefield. Imagine my surprise in just a 6-month interval. My 1 decade of living had become unfamiliar. I had cried before, but never felt cries despair. The frigidness of my aunt's floor against my face as I wallowed seemed so close. I had cried before in my mother's arms, but never felt cries despair. Until she picked me up with reassurance that even she questioned. At the same time, the phone rang off the hook, and who was it? Father. Imagine my surprise in just a 6-month interval. Cast it out of my little battlefield long ago. Father now wanted to be there. I had cried before, but never felt cries despair as I watched Dad go 6 feet under while Father went on with his merry life, as little me wished it was the other way around. The Mississippi roads got narrower, the big city seemed brighter. Maybe I would have liked the city if I hadn't kept searching for the familiar, not wanting to leave our comfort zones. We wear the mask. It's not an act, it's an instinct or a coping mechanism or a reaction to life's insensitivity. Surrounded by long lost family members as dearest strangers, we wear the mask. Mommy and I left once more, back to the similar, but not to the familiar. From generations of pastors and spiritual leaders, we had met God. But something different happened in Memphis. We had an encounter with God. I had an encounter with God, so off with the mask.
Wow. Monologues are deep, aren't they? But they're real. Yeah, you can have sad monologues, happy monologues, but monologues are all about you. As she just said, taking the mask off and really dealing with what you really feel on the inside. Monologues or occasions like these help young girls to really be free of whatever fears they have, whatever challenges they got to face.
I once had a mother that loved me. She said she loved me, but I didn't really know she did, because every day when I was living with her, she used to physically abuse me, as I mean, hit me and abuse me, and it makes me feel like she don't. But every time I say that I love her, she don't ever respond back to me. It's always, well, okay, whatever. But when I try to do stuff for her nice, it's always she got to put hands on me. And I really do love my mama when she be nice to me, but I don't really know if she loves me back. But every day that I see or I walk or something, when I express my feelings, sometimes I want to cry, because that's how I express my feelings. But every time I live with my mom, it just makes me sad, because every day she abuses me, she hits me, don't ever respond back or do stuff that really don't mean nothing. And it hurts me when I see my mama physically abuse me or don't say nothing at all. It just hurts me.
Yeah. So that's what monologues do. Monologues set you free. And like I said, if God allows me to, I'm going to have some monologues for some grown-ups. There's a whole bunch of grown people need to participate in monologues. Did y'all enjoy it? You want to come on? All right. What do you want to do? Face the wall? Demonstrate on paper? What you want to do? You want to face the wall too? Why don't you face the wall this way? I'm going to ask you, once you face the wall, when he finishes filming you, turn back around and face the front so she can film you facing the wall and looking both ways at yourself.
It was one summertime when my dad's uncle came up to me while I was watching TV. He came up and bit my top part of my lip. I went running outside, yelling and crying at the same time. I knocked on my mother's window, and she was asleep, so I went inside with my dog. Told her, "Mom, my dad's uncle bit me on my lip." She said, "Are you sure?" And I said, "I am positive that he bit me." She called the police, and I was just shocked. And even with her hugs, my mom wouldn't. Even with the hugs of my mother, it wouldn't help me. Ever since that day, I decided to never ever let myself get fooled again.
Okay. Well, let's give those that did participate a hand. That's what listen, you can do a monologue at home. Whenever you're feeling sad, happy, whatever you want to express something, whatever you want to say something to mom. Mom can be the wall, she can be the door, you can get all that stuff out, but make sure that you use the gift that you learned today, which is the gift of monologuing. Let's give ourselves a hand. All righty. Well.